We're seeing more and more things that could be perceived as recession indicators or signs of a possible recession, including Target's profit warning yesterday. But despite that announcement from a retailer really of that magnitude, we saw the XRT retail ETF actually close in the green, about 0.5% higher. Does that mean the market thinks that some of these recession concerns may be overblown?
I think either overblown or mistimed. You know, we had Jamie Dimon talk about a hurricane. I'm going to channel my inner Ned Stark, if you will, and say winter is coming, but it's far off in the distance. I just don't see all the ingredients necessary for a recession to be near term. So I wouldn't say necessary that it's overblown, but just more so mistimed than anything.
Wow, great Game of Thrones reference, Lee. I like you pulling that out first thing in the morning. So we have two reports coming up today that are going to give us insight into the strength of the consumer and how inflation is impacting their spend on goods, as well as the shift to services we hear so much about. We're going to find out, I guess, if winter's coming after all. I just love this analogy. I'm going to keep going with it. It's Campbell's Soup and Brown-Forman. That's the maker of Jack Daniels. If these companies report strong revenues and an ability to raise prices with the ability to kind of pass some of their cost on to consumers, does that mean the consumer may be stronger than some people think? Does that mean that inflation isn't hitting people as badly as we may think?
I think this consumer is stronger than a lot of people think. When you look at some of the data from the banks, consumers have a lot more balance, or their balances are higher in their cash accounts now than they were 2-3 years ago, pre-COVID. I think what you're seeing is for this past 2.5 years, as you referenced, it's been so long in this pandemic, we were at home and we were buying things here at the home. We were remodeling, building, getting flooring and those sorts of things. So there was a lot more expenditures going on goods. But now, as we're getting out of the pandemic, hopefully, you've got more people flying around, and we're having just massive numbers in the airports and driving around and going to festivals and those sorts of things. So we're shifting where we're spending our dollars. And I think there's still a lot of dry powder left. And because of that, in addition to a strong jobs market, again, I think this winter is coming, but just later on down the road.